Today I'm standing in the Havana harbor here in Cuba after having taken what might be the world's cheapest ferry ride. This ferry lasts about 15 minutes and takes you from Old Havana along the Malecon, where you can walk along the water and there's just one ferry terminal there. You get on that and you take it over to Casablanca, which is across Havana harbor and is famous for a few different things. There's a large statue of Christ there, and then there's a couple of very large fortresses, including the largest fortress complex in all of the Americas that was built here as part of the complex that was used to defend against pirates and against attacks from other European colonial powers as well. But what makes this so incredible is the price. So this ferry lasts about 15 minutes, but only costs the equivalent of about 1 US cent. So it's 2 Cuban pesos to get on, which at the current rates is about 1 US penny. So that's insane how cheap it is to get from one side of the harbor to another. It's also just extremely practical. As you can see it off in the distance there, it's very practical to cross because there's no way to walk across. There's no bridge or anything. So you really have to take this or a car through the tunnel that goes under the harbor. Now, a little bit about the ferry boat itself. As you can see, it's not the most luxurious ride by any means. So it's basically a large metal box, and in the heat here in Cuba, that can get really hot. There are some windows, but they're very low, so you can't actually really see much out of them without crouching way down. But they keep the windows open, and that helps with airflow a little bit too. So not the most luxurious ride, but you're only paying 1 penny to get across the harbor, so still well worth it. And it's certainly the way that a lot of the locals travel as well. So you'll get away from the tourists a little bit by coming over here to this side of the harbor and exploring more of what Havana has to offer. So make sure you check out the ferry during your trip to Cuba.